reporting system that's easy for people to create their own views of information. So I've got one that I created called Campaign Effectiveness, and I can drill down into that and see all of the information I want on my marketing campaigns. Okay, so that's a sort of high-level view of the CRM on-demand system. David talked a lot about our social CRM system, so let me talk a little bit more about those. So there's sort of, I think, two elements to most implementations of CRM. One is a sort of management oversight. So, you know, how are we doing with our sales, our marketing, and our service? And the second is really about getting information in for the salesperson. And many times salespeople find the work quite arduous and it feels a bit overbearing. So basically our social CRM tools are really all about sales productivity. So actually giving the salesperson something back. So firstly, we got the sales prospector, which is all really about helping them to create considered leads from their pipeline. So let's have a look at that. So the sales prospector is really all about looking across the company's order book and the order history, branching out and looking at public sites like Experian and Dun & Bradstreet, and then providing information back to the salesperson about what is likely to close and when. So you can see here, without me actually doing anything, it's coming back with some bubbles of opportunity. But what I'm really interested here is saying, right, well, I want to see anything that's going to bring me in about half a $1 million, and I don't want low probability. I want something that's, you know, up in the high 70s of probability of closing. And then I can search across all of my data, and you can see here that it's suggesting my biggest possible bubble is a $5.7 million deal that's got an 82% probability of closing, and it's likely to close in about 6 months. Now, that's great, and yeah, I'm happy to work on that. But actually what I want is something that's going to fill the next quarter. So here you can see there's a few more opportunities, again with quite a high probability of closing in a shorter time. So if I click on one of those buttons, you can actually see that what it's got along this side is the products that this customer's already purchased from us, the purchase history, and so what they've bought over time, and some evaluated attributes, which are, you know, the things about what sort of sector they come in, and all of the sort of Dun & Bradstreet stuff. I can then drill down and actually see down here who are my likely references for that particular product. So I've got a 1.6 million revenue Oracle BI suite opportunity. These are my references for that particular opportunity and who the account manager is. So I can actually talk to them, find out whether they'll be willing to talk to my prospect, and work my way through that. So that's one way of using it, is to look across sort of a probability of purchase based on history, based on stuff from public sites, and help me to fill my pipeline. However, I could be just about to go in to see a particular customer. So I could actually search by my customer and see the things that they're most likely to be interested in and when. Or I may be wishing to push a particular product. So I could actually then search by product and find which customers are likely to buy those. So it may be that the company is particularly recompensing me for selling a particular product, so I'm going to try and look for all of my opportunities in that particular area. So that's a real useful tool that's going to help the salesperson to identify the target customers and target products in their patch. And the other interesting thing about the sales prospector is it can be used in a standalone mode. So this can be actually used against your across your existing CRM system and across your existing ERP system. So it's a standalone product that you can deploy as and when you like. A couple of the other tools that fall within our sales, our social CRM applications are things like sales campaigns, where I can create my own HTML email campaigns. I can share those share those with my colleagues and share my colleagues' HTML templates. So for example, somebody perhaps creates a golf day which is really successful and it gets lots of attendees and perhaps creates quite a few leads. Then I can utilize that idea, that template again, and send it out to my own prospects. So that's something that, again, that the salesperson can utilize and create for themselves. They can see the results that have been achieved by my colleagues, and I can see all of the information for my own personal campaign. So again, this is a tool that can be used by the salesperson to help drive productivity and drive leads, and can be used as a standalone tool. So again, this is a standalone tool that can be utilized across your existing systems. And the third tranche of what we call social CRM is the idea of a sales library, where I can save and maintain all of my sales collateral, and I can do things like rating it. So in the same way as you might rate a book on Amazon so that your friends can see what you thought of a particular book, or rate a song on iTunes, you can tag particular presentations as being good, bad, or indifferent. You can look at individual slides within a presentation and rate those. And the content management system behind it, it automatically reads the content of the slide deck. And for example, if I was searching for an oil and gas presentation, then I could search across all of my presentations, and it would give me suitable collateral or suggest some suitable collateral that I might want to use. The other element of what we call the Web 2.0 dynamic is around gadgets and widgets. So for some customers or some users of the system, they're not always going to be wanting to be online to the application. So one of the options is embedding a gadget or a widget into your chosen portal, and here you can see that I've embedded my CRM on demand here within iGoogle, along with all my other favorites. And what I can do here is go into my large opportunities, and for example, if I was just about to roll up my latest forecast, I could decide that actually Deep Valley look good for a little bit more than that, so I'm going to change that to 250,000. So I can make some changes to my CRM on demand information without actually being inside the application. If I need to, I can click up here and open the application and do some more. But if I'm only wanting to change a small amount of information, then this is a nice way of sort of almost casual use. Some of the other features and sort of picking up on what Bill was saying earlier is obviously the plethora of smartphone technology that is out there nowadays. So, you know, all of our systems are available via iPhone applications and are available